Hi, everybody. Welcome back. My name's Craig Kern. I'm the founder and lead educator here at True Alpha Trading. In this session, we're going to begin talking about futures contracts. I'm going to start by explaining what futures contracts are and how they work. And then I'm going to show you how to trade them inside of the Thinkorswim trading platform. Now, I think it's best to learn futures once you feel like you have a pretty good grasp on stocks and options. And that's because futures have similar characteristics to both. Personally, I think futures are easier to learn than options, and that's because futures aren't impacted by extrinsic and theoretical value factors prior to expiration like options are. If you're familiar with trading options, then you have an idea of what I'm talking about. Futures have more static factors similar to stock that drive your expected gain or loss. And I'll actually show you what I'm talking about and reiterate this here in a little while when I show you more specifically how to trade futures inside of the Thinkorswim trading platform. But before we get into any of this, we first need to talk about how you gain access to trade futures contracts. Because to trade futures, you're going to need a margin account that specifically allows you to trade futures products. Margin accounts allow you to use a smaller amount of your money to trade larger positions. And that's what's known as leverage. And margin accounts also allow you to borrow from your brokerage company to hold certain positions if you don't have enough cash in your account to secure or back a position. Obviously, you want to be extremely careful with both of these things inside of a margin account, but I'd encourage you not to be intimidated by this because you can absolutely calculate and monitor the leverage and whether or not you're borrowing from your brokerage company to hold a position and what that might actually cost you inside your portfolio. As I've mentioned in other videos, you can upgrade to a margin account with Schwab, but this may be a time-consuming process to gain access to futures products because they require you to apply to different levels to access or gain full approval to trade futures. So if you want to gain access more quickly, you might check out tastytrade.com. There you can open retirement and non-retirement accounts and request what they call the works. And upon opening your account, they'll actually give you full access to trade equity products, options, futures, options on futures, and pretty much everything else you could want to trade. And one option is to open accounts at both places just so you can learn to use the Thinkorswim trading platform, but then execute all of your trades at tastytrade while you work through the process to gain full access with Schwab. And you may love Tastyworks and decide to stay with them. Thinkorswim and Tastyworks are both excellent trading platforms. Just keep in mind, if you think you might want to learn our trading system, then you may need accounts at both places. You'll need a Schwab account to utilize our web application and tools that accompany our trading system. And you'll need a place where you can actually go to execute your orders like tastytrade if Schwab's approval process is restricting you from being able to execute the strategy. Another cool thing is that Schwab's Thinkorswim trading platform also offers a paper money account, which is a practice account with live market data and fake money for you to practice with. And it's a great way to learn the platform in case you want to get comfortable with things before you log into your live trading account and risk your real money. So these are the main reasons that I suggest opening accounts at both places, especially if you're just starting out and new to any of this. Okay, so that's the first thing that I wanted to cover here. Next, let's talk more specifically about futures contracts. Okay, so